First of all, Broly can get it. Bardock can get it. Oh, Bardock, okay? And Frieza can get these hands. That's what Frieza can get. These hands. Hey nerds, Cheyenne here. Welcome back to the PrettyBrown&Nerdy channel. Before we get into this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because that helps our channel out a lot. We're trying to hit 20K soon. If you haven't already, subscribe. We talk about a bunch of nerdy stuff here, so if you're a nerd, go ahead and subscribe. So yes, you read the title right. Funimation invited your girl out to the Dragon Ball Super Broly premiere here in Los Angeles, and I got to see an early screening of Dragon Ball Super Broly. It was an invite-only event. Celebrities with it, like O'Shea Jackson was there, who is Ice Cube's son. He was there, which was like pretty crazy. You see, everybody's a nerd. You just never know. You just never know. So that was a really fun time. I met some creators that I've known online, and it was pretty cool. So let's get on to the review / reaction. This is not going to have any spoilers. I'm not going to be that person. I know there's like a lot of people posting Broly spoilers on Twitter for whatever reason. I won't say this is my favorite Dragon Ball film ever, but I will say that this was a very solid Dragon Ball film. Now, if you are a Dragon Ball Z fan, you are going to love the hell out of this movie. Let me tell you something, Akira Toriyama did not disappoint. Thanks, Dad! You guys, the animation was flawless, like seamless almost. This is animation that you have never seen before from like anything Dragon Ball, period. And I know when the teasers were out, people were really skeptical. I was also skeptical about how the animation was going to turn out. Don't get me wrong, I am used to what I am used to, but also nothing can be as bad as like the first half of Dragon Ball Super animation was. So I was definitely skeptical as well, but you can tell that a budget went into this film. A massive budget went into this film because the animation was so tight. And this is obviously something that you can tell from the teasers. They obviously had, for the first half of the film, the Dragon Ball Minus animated, which if you haven't read Dragon Ball Minus, please go do that. It's so good. And it's so funny because I already know the story of what happened to Planet Vegeta, what happened to the Saiyan race, and what happens to Bardock, King Vegeta. I already know this story, but just seeing it more in depth really brought back a lot of feels and it felt like I was watching the storyline for the first time. Vegeta and Goku throw out some like new moves. I will say, if you are a Vegeta fan, you are going to be so impressed with your man, like, in this film. I am now a converted Vegeta fan. I finally gone to the other side. I am finally a Vegeta fan. Yes, I'll be accepting my diploma at the door. There's like a lot of nostalgia in terms of like how they handled Gogeta's fusion, which you will see when you watch the movie. And there's a lot of humor in this. I really like, see, one thing I really enjoy about Super versus Dragon Ball Z, even though Dragon Ball Z will forever be my favorite, one thing I really enjoy about Super is that it has like the awesome action that Dragon Ball Z has, but it also has the soft, nice humor that Dragon Ball gave us. And so in this movie, there's definitely like a lot of lighthearted humor. Like it was really like, I was laughing my ass off, literally. In terms of voice acting, so Chris Sabat obviously came back as Vegeta. Amazing job, Chris Sabat. Oh, also, Chris Sabat knows our channel. Funny story about Chris Sabat. So he actually knows who, like me, Jasmine, and Camille, he knows our channel, like PrettyBrown&Nerdy, he knows this channel. And so I was like walking past him at the VIP party, and he was like, hey, like, you know, how are you? And I was just like, oh my gosh, Chris Sabat knows who I am. This is pretty ridiculous. But yeah, so I was like really pumped about that. Goku did an amazing job, of course. I almost like, I'm sure they passed out many times in the booth because, whew. Vic Mignogna reprised his role as Broly. Vic Mignogna was obviously Broly in the first Broly film, the first couple Broly films. But the thing was, Broly didn't really talk much. Or I don't remember Broly talking much at all, as in like actually saying words, not just Kakarot. So interesting to see that he had way more like this was a talkative Broly that we're getting in this new movie. So I think fans will be really excited about that. Yeah, the cast did a solid job. Oh man, I'd be lying if I said I didn't tear up in the beginning for the first half of the movie. So compared to the Dragon Ball Z Broly films, which I know are not canon, but I really appreciated that they gave Broly more of a backstory. We understood him, we understood where he was coming from, who he was. He didn't just pop up out of thin air. They gave Broly a storyline, you know, they gave him a purpose. That being said, please go see this movie. And this is a movie, listen, normally I do not care. It's your business how you choose to see whatever movie you choose to see. This is a movie that you need to see in theaters. You need to have that theater experience with the sound, the music, the animation, you need to experience this movie in a theater. I promise you, you will not regret buying that ticket. Please go see this movie in a theater. If you are a Dragon Ball fan, especially a hardcore Dragon Ball fan, please go see this movie in theaters. You will not regret it. Dragon Ball Super Broly is something completely different than what we're used to as Dragon Ball fans. That's all I have as far as my review / reaction. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in a comment below. Are you gonna go see this movie? I wanna hear your thoughts. Leave those comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't followed us on social media yet, please go ahead and do that. All links to our social media channels will be in the description below. And I will see you guys on the next video.